Okay, now coming to the exercise of multiplication, whatever I have taught you, question 1, 2, 3, 4, these all questions will be done in the same way. You can try them out, and then we'll just discuss few questions given on the next page. That is, we'll discuss question number 7, 8 and 9. Number 7 is, this is one expression, this is second expression. These are two adjacent sides of a rectangle. You have to find the area. When we say adjacent side means this is a rectangle, one is length, the other one is breadth, and to find the area the length will be multiplied by breadth. So what you are going to do here, in out method again, one bracket in, one bracket out, whichever bracket is to be chosen to kept out, first term out will be multiplied with the rest of the terms. Now question number 8, the radius of circle is given to you, x plus y minus 1, you have to find the area. So here again you have to keep in mind the formula of area, that is pi r square. The radius is given, area is given, pi r square. Now, although the value of pi is 3.14 in decimals and 22/7 in a fractional form, we'll keep pi as pi only, and r square means r multiplied by r, that is radius multiplied by radius. So again, in-out method has to be used, and finally whatever answer you get, you have to see that all the terms should be different and this pi can be taken common. The last question is, perimeter of equilateral triangle is given to you and the altitude is given, you have to find the area. Now perimeter given, altitude is another name for height, and you have to find the area. Now the formula to find area, because altitude is given, that formula is half base into height. Base means any one side multiplied by height or the altitude. But we here know, although we know the height, we do not know the side. So what we are going to do, using the formula to find side, using the formula of perimeter, because there are three sides and all three sides are equal, and perimeter means sum of the sides. So the perimeter will be divided by 3 and we will get to know the side. So this is the perimeter divided by 3. Now when you are dividing it by 3, you have to divide each term by 3. So 3 and 3 gone, you are left with x square. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. You have 2xy. 9 divided by 3 is 3y square. That's your side. And to find the area, half base multiplied by height. Put them in two different brackets. The bigger bracket keep in, the smaller bracket out. In-out method again. One term out, the bracket in. Second term out, the bracket in. Multiply. And when you multiply and finally get the product, this is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means each term which is inside the bracket will be divided by 2. Every term inside the bracket will be divided by 2, and this will be your final answer, or you can say this will be the area of the equilateral triangle. Now coming to division, again we will have three different types of example. In example number 1, a monomial will be divided by a monomial. So here what we do, we split the terms, like open up the powers 14 and open up all the powers of the literals. 2ab square, open up all the powers, cut the numbers, cut the common literals, and finally keep the same sign rule in your mind which we use for multiplication. Minus and minus will become plus, and plus minus will be minus. And finally, after cutting everything, see what is left in the numerator, see what is left in the denominator. In denominator there is a minus sign, but that can be put with the single term which is left in the numerator. So your answer is minus 7ab. The second type of example will be where you will have one expression divided by a single monomial. So here that single monomial will divide first term, second term, third term and fourth term. And how to divide? By simply opening up the powers the way we have done the first part, and then common things can be cut. Whatever is left from first term, plus minus minus sign, minus minus sign will be plus, 5 up and 3x down. Plus minus sign will be minus. Now this minus you put up, you put down, or you put in the center, it's one and the same thing. 7 up and 3 and 2 times x is left, that is x square. Here it's minus and minus, sign will become plus, 5 up and 3x power 3 down. And the last example is where you have one expression that has to be divided by the second expression. The first one is your dividend, the second one is your divisor. Now how do we begin the division? We put the dividend inside and the divisor outside. We take the first term of dividend and divide it by the first term of divisor. How? By opening up the powers, cancelling the common ones. We are left with a square. Now this a square will be your first quotient. Now for the value to be written down, this quotient will be multiplied with the divisor, and what you get, that will be placed down. If there is no sign, put a plus sign, and then we change the sign. Now why we are changing the sign? Because when we do a simple division, say 11 is being divided by 2, 2 5s are 10, and then we subtract. So same thing we have to do here. Instead of subtracting, what we are going to do, we'll change the sign. Plus will become minus and minus will become plus. So this is plus 2a cube, this is minus 2a cube, negative positive of same is 0, and here 5 was minus and 3 has now become plus. Different signs, subtract, 5 minus 3 is 2, sign of the bigger number, the literal remains same. Now for the next step, the first term of the dividend will be again divided by the first term of divisor. This entire thing we are going to do in the rough, opening up the powers, cancelling the common one, we are left with minus a. Now this minus a will be your second quotient and minus a will be multiplied by the divisor. Now what you get, you will place it down and keep in your mind that when you are arranging your terms, like here it was power 3, power 2, power 1 and 3. So we did not arrange, we have to arrange first power 3, then power 2 term, then power 1 term and then the constant term. We get this as the answer, place it below the same terms. Minus will become plus, plus will become minus. Now minus 2a square and plus 2a square is 0. Plus 5a and minus 3a, positive, negative, subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2, the literal is a, sign of the bigger number which is plus. Now bring down one term at a time, now bring down minus 3. Now again, first term of dividend to be divided by the first term of divisor, again do that in the rough. Cancelling it and you are left with 1, no sign is plus, put plus 1. And then 1 multiplied by the divisor is the divisor itself. Place it below the like terms. Change the sign. Positive 2a, minus 2a gone, minus 3 plus 3 gone, 0. Your quotient is what you get here and your remainder is what you get here. In some questions they will ask you to verify. Now how to verify? We'll keep this algorithm in mind that dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Now this is your exercise 11.3. Question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3 are almost same. We have to divide. This is based on example 1, monomial by monomial. This is based on example 2, an expression to be divided by a monomial. This is based on example number 3, an expression has to be divided by an expression. Now question 4 is, although it is same, you have to find quotient, you have to find the remainder and you have to also verify the result. So now we'll see question 4, only the verifying part. Now one part I have chosen, like same way we have divided and we've got the quotient.